Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan battle video. So in this video I'm going to cover the Prime Battle Krillin, the all-out Earthling warrior Krillin, and we're going to just take a look at how we farm him, how many copies you need, what's an optimal team, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you get his copies of his card from the first stage, you get the medals to awaken him to a TUR from the second stage, and you get the medals that are required to awaken them to an LR from the third stage. You're going to need 15 of the TUR medals and 777 of the LR medals. Now usually the grind is pretty intense, but currently we have the campaign on for Krillin, which halves the stamina and also introduces the boost category for his stages. So this is going to make it a lot easier to farm, a lot faster to farm. All new players, I suggest get in on this. It's not hard to do. You only need a somewhat decent team, and also I suggest you do it because he's a great unit for the World Tournament. So yeah, Krillin is just really solid. I've used him in plenty SBRs. If you watch my SBR series, he's a really reliable unit, and we'll just kind of take a look at him, in terms of his farming and just see how long it'll take. What you're going to need to do is if you don't want to use cars, you're going to need to farm him twice. So that means that in total you're going to need you're going to need 14 copies of him for the first card, and you're going to need another 10 copies of him, so you're going to need 24 copies in total, and that's really going to help you out in terms of farming the Krillin. And then the bonus category is Inhuman Deeds. It's a really solid category. It's got quite a few free-to-play options. If you are struggling for a lead for the Inhuman Deeds team, you can always run, for example, the second form Freezer. You can run the Lord Slug. You don't need a very high lead to take on this stage. If you do not have the Prime Battle Freezer, but I do suggest that you definitely obviously get some of the cards that are displayed here, because they're really going to help you out in boosting your categories. For new players who haven't had time to farm these cards, you can use for the majority the Team Bardock units with maybe a Intriadits as a lead. You can also use the Ginyu Force. You won't be able to use any of the Ginyu Force leads, but you can use a Dragon Ball Seekers lead that also works with the Ginyu Force as well. So you've got quite a few options there. You don't need to worry about it too much, but you obviously want to have as many Inhuman Deeds cards as possible in your team to really boost out the really buff the boost that you get for the medals and the copies of Krillin. Overall, for me with this team, this optimal team, this Inhuman Deeds team with quite a large boost, the farm was not too bad. It was about 350 stamina. For someone who's maybe got less or got none of them, it's going to be quite a bit more than that. It'll probably be close to 500, 600 stamina, which means it will probably take you as a new player around 3 days to do this event. But it is entirely worth it. Usually the event, if it's not up during the campaign, is usually up the whole of Sunday and will be up the whole of Thursday or Friday. Yeah, Thursday as well. So you don't have to go and farm Krillin all at once. You can split it over time. But if you're obviously watching this video close to its release date, it's going to be very important to farm Krillin now, because you are getting a whole bunch of bonuses for his Prime Battle campaign. Prime Battle cards always get a campaign a couple months out after they are originally introduced to the game. That basically gives you a whole bunch of rewards for having the Prime Battle cards, and just makes a greater incentive to farm the cards. We're now obviously into the second stage here. This is for Krillin's TUR medals. The first one was very easy. This one has 2 phases, so nothing too crazy. Basically you fight Krillin once with 1 bar of health, and then you fight him again with 2 bars of health. On the stage you can pick up some support items and some standard awakening medals. If you're going to be running this quite a few times, I do obviously suggest picking up whatever you can. But otherwise, if you're using a team like whatever team you are using, especially if you're using something like Team Bardock or something like that, you can raise their link levels as well, because obviously you're spending stamina. So that is at least one bonus of running this Brown battle. As you can see, we got quite a few medals there. It will only take a couple runs to get all the TUR medals. So the boost really obviously helps and kicks in. Like I said though, if you don't have them, please look at the Uniforce team with the Dragon Ball Seekers lead, like the Namek Gohan, the Namek Strength free-to-play Gohan, or you can look at something like the Goku and Arale. They also Dragon Ball Seekers lead, the free-to-play Dragon Ball Seekers lead. You can use the Zamasu, the Goku Black Zamasu card, the LR there as well. So you have quite a few solid options in terms of building your team around to get this event done. We're now into the third stage. You basically fight Krillin 3 times. Really, honestly, if you have this kind of optimal team, it's really not too much of a problem. Even with the Uniforce team under just the Dragon Ball Seekers lead, it's really not a problem either. You can use a Pure Saiyans team as well, which is perfectly viable. You can use the new Goku and Vegeta Awakenings. You can use any of the Pure Saiyans free-to-play units, of which there are plenty. You could run a Vegeta Saga team under the Strength Vegeta and Trunks. There are plenty teams that you can run for this event. You just need to basically make sure that they're all under a lead of somewhat 70%, and you should be able to take on this event with relative ease. Obviously though, like I say, you want to stick to having Inhuman Deeds characters. That's going to really increase your boost and help you farm out things a lot better. But yeah, as you can see, Krillin is a 3-phase fight. There's really nothing too difficult about it, at least with a team like this. Obviously it never was going to be difficult. This new Easy 8 to Freezer obviously trivializes a lot of these older Crown battles, and as you can see, we cleared it quite easily. And we got about 21 medals in that one go. You can get up to 50 medals at a time, so it's just going to be very dependent on luck. Some people get 50 medals each time, 5 times in a row, and they're already like halfway there. Other people sometimes only get 7 at a time, and that's just how it is. But during the campaign event, there's plenty of stamina. It gets halved as well, the stamina. So it is definitely worthwhile doing right now. You can also farm this Krillin to obviously raise the SA of other Krillins, which is very good and very important. As you can see here, we are just obviously placing our Krillins into this one. I'm working on the second copy to get him to SA 10. And then I'm going to give him the medals, the 15 TUR medals and the 777 LR medals. If you are farming the LR, I do suggest farming the second copy over time, if not during the campaign. It's definitely well worth it. If you are going to spend cars on this unit, I think it's not worth it. I think leave him at 10. He worked perfectly fine for me, and plenty of SBRs and content, LGE, IDBH at 10 SA. It's just not worth it to drop 10 cars on a card you can get for free. But we can take a look at Krillin's passive. I will probably do a video reviewing Krillin, since he's obviously now currently at this point in time quite relevant in the game. So you can also catch that video on my channel that will just review Krillin more in depth, look at his partners, look at what teams he can run on. He is currently only on 3 categories, being Earthlings and full power. So it is obviously something that you need to keep in mind. Unfortunately, it is one of those things. But we'll jump back in once I have Krillin at 10 SA. We'll load him into the LR, which is now. So we got Krillin to 10 SA. Like I said, it took around 300 or so stamina. And we will just quickly awaken him and load him into the LR so you guys can see how the SA raises. So if you load the exact same card with a certain level of SA, that level of SA will add into this card's SA. I do explain that in my essay video, my super attack leveling video, but if you didn't know that, that's how it's done. And now we've maxed out Krillin. You can obviously farm this Krillin, like I said, for other Krillin units, they all have the same name. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is Krillin maxed out, and because it's currently the campaign, we are going to get all the bonus cars, which is 7 of them, which is obviously really, really good. We can use that to raise up some of our other characters. But that's all from me, guys. Thanks for watching the video. I hope this helps you understand farming Krillin and run it more efficiently. Thanks for watching, cheers, and bye.